welcome, welcome. Let me quickly test my mic. Okay, the game audio is maybe a bit quiet compared to my voice. So let me just up it a little bit. Let me quickly test it out. Yep, that should be good. Alright. How are you all doing? Going to be a bit more of a quiet stream again. Today we're going to be doing Scorched Sands, which is FE8's desert chapter. And I haven't really looked up the desert treasure, but I do remember there's a silver card and there's the Metastone, the boots or the Swift Souls as they're called in this game, and I think that's like most of the really important stuff. Oh, and I believe a warp staff, if I remember correctly. Now I don't know their exact locations, and I failed to recruit Renak last chapter, as you can see on the death counter. Yeah, Fate Leaf, it's going to be calm time. It's going to be calm time. Because I'm not going to spam and turn on a round map with a lot of very dangerous enemies around. So yeah, it's probably going to be calm time. So yeah. Now I don't remember how many deployment slots I have, but we'll see. I'll definitely be using my flyers, maybe a few less of my mounted units, though Seth will still be a mainstay. Okay, skip. Okay, let's take a quick look. Now we have quite a few deployment slots actually. I'm probably not using Null. Thank you, B-Freeze. Welcome. I'm probably not using Null because dark magic really sucks in this game. Yeah, the Hoplon Garden Village shield drop, so we should be fine on that. As you can see in the thumbnail, I expect to be using loot quite a bit in this chapter. And once again, we are kind of out of weapons, but that's kind of what we're used to by now with my streams, because I suck at managing my items. Dark magic is decently strong, you're right, but it's still very nerfed compared to FE7, and yeah, Null and Ewan are bad. Especially Null with his 0 luck has a decent chance to be crit. He does have some decent defense, but his RS, his defense is ass. His speed is pretty ass too, and yeah, like every tome weighs him down. Yeah, even Flux weighs him down. So yeah, we're probably not going to be using Gleipnir, but I think we'll be all right. And now the question is, do we deploy La Rochelle? Probably I will instead of Molde, just because we've invested a bit more into her. But she is going to be pretty useless on the desert tiles. And let me quickly sell this before I forget. Now, do any of these guys have some useful items? I'll probably give Ewan's Fire Tome to loot. Maybe Vulnerary too. And maybe buy an iron sword for Garrick. Just so we can have a bit more weapon triangle advantages. Though axes are generally going to be the best weapon type. Let me quickly buy an iron lance for Seth. And I really need to buy some javelins. Let's just waste these. What's up, Supreme Umbrella? Finally managed to catch up to me. Now someone has to deal with the wyverns, and I probably want to use the dragon spear for this map. Because yeah, there's a shit ton of wyverns here. As well as Walter, but he has the Feely shield, which I'm not sure if it protects against dragon effectiveness or just flyer effectiveness, but knowing how FE8 works, it might be both. Yeah, there's the Dragon Axe Berserker, who I need to be very wary of, and Eirika, Ines, and Sally, they join over here. Let's see what this vendor has. I'll probably want to stock up on some Thundertomes, Mend. Okay, anti-dragon weapons do work on Volta, that's great. Maybe a restore for the late game. Because, especially with the Gorgon map, if someone gets stoned, I'm kind of fucked. So, yeah. Now, Kalak, it's probably just going to be raw stats that I need to use against him. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Is there also an armory on this map? I don't think so, right? No. So we can only buy things from the vendor. So we're still out of javelins and hand axes because my stupid ass failed to buy as much of them. Yeah, and I kinda consider the between chapter armory cheating because I want to use the world map as few times as possible. You know, you make up your own rules and all, but oh, I also have Fort, of course. Yeah, we will probably deploy Fort. Oh, actually, I'll use Ewan and Null instead of Fort. It's probably going to be just a bit more useful. Let's see. I really need some javelins. I really do. Javelins and hand axes. Can we give anything to Tana? Someone will need to use the Dragon Spear. Maybe Axe Reaver just in case. I'm not sure who's going to be the best against the wyverns. Actually, maybe I'll just play Seth on this fort and just take care of all of these guys on enemy face, maybe. But there's a lot of javelins too, of course there is. A lot of 2-range enemies, as well as the Devil X Berserker. Yeah, but I think Seth will have the best chance of survival against them. So, I'm probably giving the Dragon Spear to Seth. I do want him to have Vulnerary. I could also give Tana a sword. Oh, no, she's a Wyvern Knight, I forgot. Maybe a Horse Slayer. I do believe there's some Cavaliers right here, right? Oh yeah, all of these guys. Yeah, maybe a Horse Slayer will be useful. And someone will also need to take care of all of these Dark Mages. Which is going to be a bit troublesome. But I'll probably barrier up Seth. And maybe use the last of my Javelin uses. Where's the barrier staff? Yeah, Natasha can barrier on turn 1. And I'll probably move Loot up through the desert to assist up here. I really don't want Loot to deal with all of these flyers. And Cormac, or Tana and Cormac. Right, chapter 17 is the last point in the game where we'll be able to buy from an armory. So yeah. I'll see what I do. Maybe I'll break my rules. It depends on how it goes. Maybe Ephraim dies. Maybe Eirika dies. Who knows? Maybe I won't even get that far. Let's see. Oh, I also need to buy... Or do I have something for Natasha Light Tome? Because this one's about to break. I also kinda need to buy a new heal staff. And maybe a lightning. Does La Rochelle? La Rochelle also doesn't have enough. Yeah, maybe I will use the armory from the same chapter I just beat, so I don't have to move the character on the map. Maybe that's going to be the rule I use. Alright, we can get silver weapons as well. Not sure if I'll need them necessarily, but maybe some additional damage is useful against late game monsters. Though I will try to go for the warp staff, which, if I remember correctly, is around Kalak, right? So I'll probably move Colm up to go and grab the warp staff. Maybe Kanto out of there with either Cormac or Tana. And La Rochelle can stay back a little. And Ephraim, I'll probably move most of my units up. And have maybe La Rochelle stay behind just a little to stay somewhat close to Seth. I'll probably have Seth deal with most of these guys. And I'll probably just rest on these forts. Yeah, that should be fine. Probably switch around Tana here and... What's up, Stat? Welcome back once again. Yeah, we're just going to be popping in here. Okay. There's Eirika, Sally and Ines. Eirika did get some auto levels. She has 18 speed now, which is pretty good. But still 6 defense and 6 res. So she's still really squishy. And I kinda don't want her to die. Ines is a pretty good unit for maybe shooting down some wyverns if I need to. I believe there's some Pegasus Knight reinforcements up here somewhere. And Sally... He might be able to steal a heal staff from La Rochelle, which might be useful as well. And did I get... I do have a heal staff on loot as well. I'll probably regroup these guys with my squad that moves up as soon as possible. And... oh, I'll need to barrier. That's right. Using 2 barriers doesn't work, right? I don't think so. So yeah, I'll move Seth onto the fort and keep the javelin in his second slot, or the iron lance. Javelin in his first. And just end turn here. It's a bit of a shame these fighters will probably move and waste some javelin uses, but that's acceptable enough. Let's see, is Cormac in any danger? Well, these archers probably aren't too strong. No, they don't look too strong. And unfortunately I won't be able to attack the second archer. And I can't exactly see how many points of damage they will be doing. I could probably dance with Deathless. How do I make the remixes? I use FE Builder itself to do my cover work. My work process is essentially to use Anvil Studio, which is MIDI editing software, or MIDI, however you want to pronounce it. And once I have my MIDI, I'll insert it into FE Builder, which essentially converts it to a .s file, which the GBA Fire Emblem games can read. Alternatively, I can use MIDI to AGB, which is a modified program used by actual GBA developers back in the early 2000s. And that way, essentially the MIDI file becomes readable for GBA Fire Emblem, and then I'll edit it to the point where it sounds decent enough, or hopefully good, and yeah, then maybe release it if I'm confident enough in it. But that's very simplified, very overly simplified even. But that's essentially my work process. Maybe someday I'll do something like a tutorial, but to be honest, it's a bit complicated and I'm not the best at explaining that kind of stuff. Maybe someday I'll do something like a music stream or something like that. But I'll think about it. We've just gotten a Master Seal, which I currently don't have any real uses for, but I'll definitely keep it around. If anything, maybe it's worth selling if I don't have any units you need to promote. And let's see. Maybe Noel can enemy face one of these shaman. And yeah, I'll make Noel a summoner if he lives. I'm not going to waste a guiding ring on him. Maybe if he performs exceptionally well, I will, but the way it's looking right now, probably not, because Noel is a very unreliable unit. Let's see, I'll probably move Calm up. Yeah, because I really want that warp staff. Especially for the late game, there's a few chapters where warp is really useful. As for these guys, I probably don't want to provoke the Dragon Axe Berserker just yet. And I don't know how well Eirika is going to do. These fighters, let's see. Well, Eirika can probably take on one of them at least. probably just equip the iron sword. Have Saleh stand right behind. And Ines right here. And let's see how it goes. Okay. Okay, that's a bit of javelin waste, but it's okay. Okay, perfect. No damage. Even on Ephraim hard mode, these vanilla FE8 enemies really aren't too strong. Of course, all the wyverns move as well. Tana and Cormac can probably deal with a few of them. Let's see what Null does. Okay, Null is pretty poor, as I maybe expected. Okay, and Seth one-shots, so that's great. Okay, that's a pretty good dodge, because Cormac's res is pretty low. Okay, of course there's a physic. I would have maybe liked to move Seth onto that fort, but I'll probably deal with these guys first. Null is already looking a little low. Probably move do so. Okay, that's S rank, I believe. Yeah, so we can use GOM now, which I'll probably save for the monster maps. But it's good to have in the back pocket. Can Larshell reach? Yes, she can. And let's heal up Null. See, of course, Null doesn't even kill the fighter. That's pretty pathetic. Natasha, of course, doesn't either. I could also move Ephraim this way, since he's pretty bulky. Yeah, he's really bulky. Yeah, Gom and Adulma are great. Who's going to be using Adulma? Seth can probably use Vidofnir. If Garrick survives and gets to S rank, maybe he can use Adulma. I don't really have a lot of good sword users, because swords aren't really the best weapon type in general. Let's see. Well, Garrick can probably deal with a few of these guys as well. Fortunately, he can't quite kill the ranger. Okay, there's a Garrick level up. Okay, bad level. Too bad. Good thing he has good bases. Okay, maybe Null can finally kill something here. Okay, unnecessary crit. Maybe Null wants to show off. Now I kinda want to deal with this ranger, but I also kinda want to stay on the fort, but... Oof, I wish he dealt a bit more damage. I'll probably need to Killing Edge. Okay, crit. Let's move loot up. Dance for her. And this guy is probably going to be moving to the left. Okay, Eirika can pretty easily deal with these guys actually. So probably do this. Now I don't want Saleh to be in direct combat with these guys. See how well Tana does here. Oof, that guy... Wyvern deals quite a bit of damage. Maybe Loot can... How much defense does Loot have? 7. How much does Stan have? 8. Okay. So he's going to be dealing like 17 damage to loot, which should be fine actually. Let's kill with loot. She's on the forest as well, so that's 16 damage. Okay, yeah, FE8 Luna still sucks. Okay, droppable Luna. Probably not going to be using that. Let's see here. Maybe I can bait out someone here. Or maybe not. I'll probably move Colmac up to these guys. And move Colm up as well. And I'll probably move Natasha with this party, because loot can heal on that side. Or maybe loot gets dealt a lot of damage and maybe I need to heal her. Okay, Killing Edge. Now I kinda hope the Troubadour moves off the fort so I can actually take it. Okay, dodge tank Eirika. Oh, I forgot the Wyvern couldn't reach. Well, guess I'll enemy player face him. Okay, the Paladin can probably go for Seth now. Okay, that's the first wave of Pegasus reinforcements. Now these guys really aren't too strong, but I do need to be wary of them. I can probably use Ines to snipe a few of them. Okay, and Saleh doubles here, which is great. Good job, Saleh. I could probably use Cormac over here. That 1% crit is pretty dangerous though. Yeah, let's just kill with Ines. Nice job. And maybe I'll have Cormac deal with the Pegasi. Though I do need to be very careful about Dragon Axe Berserker. Okay. Now, Dodge Tank Eirika is in the forest. Let's move Ephraim to deal with the Ranger. The Paladin still isn't moving. Okay. Ephraim is capped now. Okay, perfect. 20 speed. Yeah. Capped skill, capped speed, close to capped defense, close to capped strength. So this is a really good Ephraim. A really good Ephraim. I did give him a lot of stat boosters, but still. He kinda needs some stat boosters because I want him to survive. Let's heal Garrick to full. And I can probably kill the Troubadour and move Seth onto the fort. Okay, nice. Defense and res on La Rochelle. You don't see that every day. Okay, let's just kill the Troubadour. And then move Seth onto the fort. Iron Lance in second slot, Javelin in first slot. Now I don't know how much HP he has. No, he's almost full. That's fine. And Dusel can probably back up here. Let's move Null. And let's see if I can deal with these Wyverns. Probably can, but they are pretty dangerous. Yeah, they are really dangerous actually. Oof, they can go for Eirika as well. Or at least one can. And this guy can 2-range Ines, which is probably going to be pretty bad for him. Let's see how well loot does. Okay, loot actually completely 1 rounds. So I'll probably dance for loot. And if loot fails to kill, I'll rescue Deathless out of there. But I can probably kill. Yeah, I can definitely kill, unless I miss a 95. But that 17 damage isn't looking too great. But the mercenary can't reach. So I should be absolutely fine. Perfect. Oh, and he didn't attack at 2 range, so I'm completely fine. Now there's no long range magic, right? Flux, okay. That's completely fine. I'll probably have Tana deal with the Myrmidon. And move up Calm. Can we get some treasure here? Yeah, there's a Worm Slayer. Alright. That Worm Slayer might have been good on the other side, but too bad. Okay, Tana doesn't double the Myrmidon, sadly. Okay, goes for Garrick. There's the Pegasi. And there's the Paladin. Okay, the Paladin really isn't too big of a deal. That's B rank. Okay, that's long range magic. I'll need to check what that is. Is it Eclipse? Okay, that's more Pegasi. As well as a calf from the fort. Yeah, it's Eclipse. And a stealable guiding ring. Which I might want to grab if I can. But this guy is in a pretty dangerous area. And I kinda need Calm. So I'll probably just leave this guiding ring to be. It's not like I really need it. Only for selling, really. So yeah, should be alright. Now I probably need to retreat with Larshell and Null, because there's a lot of enemies here. And Ephraim, Dusel, Garrick and Seth can probably easily hold out here. Thank you, Great Stick. You're referring to the Endless Battle cover, probably. Let's Dragon Lance. And move back Garrick to deal with the Iron Blade guy. Now I do really hope I don't get Eclipse, because it halves my HP in this game, I believe. Which I kinda don't want. Now maybe I will need to move Larshell in to tank this Cavalier. But he does have 11 strength and a steel lance, which is probably not going to be too pretty. But Larshell isn't too weak either. 6 defense, so that's like 15 damage. Unless he doubles, which he won't. So yeah, I can probably move Larshell to heal up here. Heal up Garrick. Because I kinda need his survivability. And now I do need to skedaddle with Null. Because he will not survive against Cavalier probably. As for loot, I'll probably move this way. Across the desert probably. Or maybe I'll have loot to deal with Kalak, though the Tomahawk is probably going to deal quite a bit of damage, which I might not be able to afford. Let's focus on these guys first. In the meantime. Yeah, 10 damage to Saleh. And Eirika can probably dodge tank a little bit. Let's look at the Dragon Axe. Dragon Axe is over there. Okay, Cormac level up. Okay. Strength, speed. That's pretty good. As for Ines, because he will be attacked by a lot of guys at the same time, I may be able to bait out the Dragon Axe guy actually. Oh no, probably won't actually. That's unfortunate. I can two-range bait this guy if he doesn't go for Eirika. He probably will go for Eirika. I can also move on to the gate with Eirika. Which might not be too bad as well. So these Pegasi are going to be very annoying. Colm will still need to move up. Slowly. I'll probably deal with the other Myrmidon on an enemy face. Slowly move up Colm. Now what am I going to do with loot? Might want to try to go for the... I believe there's a silver card up here, right? Like in this area. Someone kinda needs to grab it. Maybe I'll have loot go across the desert. Maybe. Maybe not. I'll probably move it this way. Either way. Equip the Fire Tome for some more avoid. And dance for Natasha. So I can position a little better. Could probably move next to Tana. Yeah, I'll just move next to her. I could barrier her up for the Shaman, but it's probably a bit of a waste of barrier. I'll probably save it. Okay, Tana's really holding up now that she's promoted. Okay. I do need to be very careful about Saleh, because he can't deal with more than 3 of these guys. So I do need him to dodge a little bit. Okay, nice job, Seth. That's the Dragon Lance in action. Okay, that's a hit. If I need to, I can retreat onto the gate. Okay, yeah, that's what I expected to happen with Larshell. Okay, Eclipse misses as well. Perfect. Now, I kinda wish Seth was ahead 1 tile, just so we could counter these Wyverns. Okay, there's a shit ton of Pegasi coming. Let's see if we can kill Volta. That 3% crit is going to kill me. But it's only a 3% on 2 RN. And as you know, I am a born gambler. That said, there is the dragon, or the Devil Axe. That Devil Axe is pretty dangerous. So probably need to hold out just before I kill Walter. Now I really wish I could kill this cavalier here, so I'll probably need to use Ephraim. I'll probably use some regular fuses. And I need La Rochelle to retreat. The crit's not used to RN. It's the first I've heard of it. Really? I'm not sure. Do I know that little about GBA FE suddenly? Well, it's possible, I guess. I know staves don't. Okay, well if both of you believe that, then I'm probably stupid. Well, we knew that already, but... Well, let's assume it's one RN then, most likely. Now loot can definitely not deal 3 wyverns. And I don't... Oh, but these guys probably don't have to... If can attack in 2 turns move AI, because they would have moved already. So I can probably bait out one of them on the fort. And if they do, I'll need to rescue loot with Cormac probably. Now Saleh is kinda hurt, and he doesn't have an elixir, of course, and Ines does. I'll probably need to kill with Cormac here, just to protect a little. And this Pegasus is pretty annoying. And what I can do is move Ines here. Oh no, I'll probably just trade the elixir, move Saleh out of range, and pop it. And keep Ines within 2 range of the Pegasus. As for Eirika, I'll probably leave her on the forest. Natasha can actually kill here, which is great. Let's see. Okay, magic speed. That's good, that's good. We can probably Axe Reaver these fighters. I do need to be a little wary about the Shaman. Let's Axe Reaver here. I could probably move Eirika a bit closer as well. I kinda don't need to dance for anyone. We can move Colm a little closer. You can't reach, right? No. Yeah, 2 of them will attack Tana, which is more than fine. Move Tethys a bit closer, and Null is still useless. Probably have Null scout for some treasure. Okay. Tana 1 rounds, of course. And I do need someone to deal with the Shaman. Okay, there goes the Axe Reaver. And the Pegasi are still annoying. If Cormac is not holding up all of them. Okay, Eclipse misses again. Okay, I didn't properly check his range, probably. Okay, Loot does take some damage and just barely does it one round. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. I didn't expect him to reach, but it turned out fine. Okay, magic speed rest, good. And let's hope Loot survives, but she probably does. Yeah, the other guys can't reach, so I can probably solo with Loot. Yeah, it's a very low hit chance with a Javelin. I'll probably Fire Tome just to have a bit more avoid. Oh, I got the Swift Soul. I got the Swift Soul. Now, who am I giving the Swift Soul? I actually haven't thought of that. Maybe Ephraim, just so I can seize a bit faster. Maybe. Or maybe Tethys, so I can dance a bit more. Yeah, I'll really need to think about that. Okay, there's no more Pegasus reinforcements, I believe. I'll probably just kill a Lance. Now we can bait out the Dragon Axe. Let's hope he doesn't crit Ines. Because of course it's a Berserker. Okay, yeah, Eirika really can't deal with this Pegasus by herself. Okay. Natasha takes 0 damage from the Shaman. So if I deal with the fighter, she should be more than safe on that side. I'll probably have Tana deal with this Pegasus in that case. Okay, level up. Okay, bad level up. Too bad. And let's attack with Eirika. Nice dodge. Dodge tank Eirika. Let's see, level up. Okay, okay. Res at least. Okay, okay. This guy can attack Eirika now. Let's see. I can dance and move Eirika out of the way. Okay, defense and res on Tethys, that's good. Survivability in case I do something stupid. And Eirika can probably deal with the fighter. And let's see. Yeah, this is fine. As for this side, it's mostly empty now. I'm not sure if any more reinforcements spawn from the forts though. Yeah, let's probably just kill the guiding ring guy. It's unfortunate, but probably won't get to steal it without much risk. And I can probably deal with the Devil Axe. Let's just Killing Edge. Yeah, let's just take on the Devil X guy. And Dusel can get this guy, I guess. Okay, Dusel level up. Okay, okay, okay. Defense and res on Dusel. Let's go. As well as a droppable mend. Which I don't really need on this side. And let's see if anyone needs something. I can just heal, I guess. And let's move Null into the desert probably. I'll probably save Kalak for last. Okay, that's the Devil Axe. Okay, and we won round, perfect. Now, I really like gambling. But, do we want to use the Devil Axe? Well, definitely not on Seth, because paladins can't use axes in this game. But in general, do we want to use the Devil Axe? Now, personally, I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious, actually, to use the Devil Axe. But it's objectively pretty stupid. Which is kind of par for the course by now, but... man. That berserk is scary. Really scary, actually. We could team up. Oof. He actually kills. Now, do we deal with the 11% crit chance? Probably we will. Probably we will have to, actually. Okay, nice dodge. And now, Ines. Oh, that's a 75 though. That's really risky, especially because he just one-shots. That said, Cormac doesn't really fare too much better. Let's see at close range. No, that sucks. Can Tana reach? No. Yeah, I'll probably need to risk the 75. We can't use terrain, right? Actually, Sally survives if he doesn't crit. So I can probably just enemy face him with Sally. And I'll move Cormac towards the silver card. Which I believe is over here. And there's also this one lone Wyvern Rider. Who I kind of want to bait out. I do have the Swift Soul already. It's just a Steel Lance though. Yeah, let's just Dragon Spear with Seth. And leave loot where she is probably. Unless this Berserker can reach. No, he can't. And I'll probably hold the forts with this squad. Maybe move Null down again. Just to hold the forts. I don't know if any more reinforcements come. See how well Dusel does. Of course he gets doubled. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. Yeah, let's just leave this squad. And Eirika can kill the fighter. And Natasha can bait out the shaman. And after that I'll probably send in Null to retrieve the warp staff. And I'll move Tana down. And the rest of these guys can wait. Nice dodge, okay. Saleh made it. And a droppable hand axe because he used the hand axe instead of... Oh, he used the dragon axe on close range. So I got a hand axe, which is probably more useful actually. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Yeah, I kinda need to run with these guys. I kinda need to run. I forgot there's a shit ton of reinforcements. Yeah, well, fuck. I'll probably be fine, but that scared the living shit out of me. And I'll probably need Eirika to deal with this guy. Okay, she got hit sadly. Okay, Natasha does alright against this mage. Now I don't want Colm to be in range, so I'll probably move him back a little. I kinda wish we had global ranges. Okay, Eirika's in range. And now Sally can easily dispatch these mages. And yeah, this really isn't too big of a deal. As long as I move Noel and La Rochelle back, I can probably have the goaded squad and deal with the rest of these guys. And I'll probably move Seth back to Vault once I'm done with him. And now I kinda wish I could move onto that 4th tile. But it's okay. It's Iron Lance. Let's move in Dussel as well. Do we have any more important treasure? Alright, the Metastone. It's right around this area, I believe. I believe if I wait here, I can get a silver card. I'm kinda surprised we haven't killed or lost a unit yet. Because this map is kind of a mess. But we're organized now. Oh shit. Oh shit. I forgot he could reach. Good thing Colm survived. Okay, 0 damage. Absolute goated Dussel. Of course there's more of them. For fuck's sake. Yeah. Well, Sally can once again easily deal with him. Even on enemy phase, probably. I do need to move Colm further back. Because he will get one around it. Certainly. Now Seth is my reliable weapon. I'll probably send Ephraim to deal with the paladin. Nice job. And let's see if Garrick can do something on his fort. Unfortunately, we can't quite kill the Cavalier. And we can Sword Slayer this guy. I'll probably waste my last javelin attacking the mage. Perfect. Seth level up time. Let's see. Okay. Defense. Perfect. Actually goaded Seth. You know what would be really funny if suddenly K-Lag and Volta start moving. Like without warning. Actually, peak game design. Would also be great if Natasha could maybe crit one of them. Okay, yeah, Colm dies here. So I kinda need him to move in between these two guys' ranges. He can vulnerary though. Not that it's really going to save him. I noticed I had some internet issues, so I was kind of worried. I got some flashbacks to the first stream. And I'll probably leave Deathless and Eirika here. Move in here to get the meta stone. Yeah, I can probably move someone up there who can kill Kalak, right? Yeah, Seth will be my Volta killer with the Dragon Spear. As for Kalak, I do have a Sword Slayer on Dusel, which might be useful. I don't think the Hoplon God protects against that, right? It only protects against crits. Yeah. So I can probably Sword Slayer with someone at least. Either Dusel or Garrick. 15 strength. Yeah, Dusel is stronger. So I'll probably move up Dusel. And now Dusel probably does get doubled by Kalak. Who has a Tomahawk and a Silver Axe, I believe. Yeah. But that should be fine. Because of course effective weaponry. It kind of compensates. And I can move in Seth to deal with Volta slowly. And I'll probably need to move around a little to get the remaining treasure. Isn't there something down there, right? Below the village, right? I believe I remember something like that. I also need to buy something from the store. Now the silver god, is it just these tiles around Kalak? I believe they may be, but I really want to make sure. Because I will need to rescue, of course. As for Saleh, he can probably move back to the Metastome area. Okay, that's the Metastome. Who am I giving the Metastome? It needs to be someone who has good enough growths. Maybe Mur, once I get her. I believe she joins next chapter, right? Like, Mur has a lot of potential. And she's effective against monsters. But there's only 50 uses of Dragonstone. Could also give it to Ephraim, who has 20 more levels to gain after he promotes. No, I kinda don't need Ephraim to be too much stronger, because he already is really strong. And I don't want to put him in too many risky situations anyway. Because that would be a game over. That said, I can't really think of too many other units who need or could really use the Metastome. Probably give it to Mur if she makes it, so I'll probably need to give it to her at the start of the next chapter. But I'll probably give it to Mer. Okay, let's start moving up Dusel. And I can probably have the rest of these guys look for treasure as well. Yeah, it's definitely just the tiles around Kalak. See if Ines can actually rescue him. I don't need to be around this area anymore. Is there anything down at the village? Oh, yeah, there's an eclipse stone. That's pretty useless, but it's good to have, I guess. Is there any more treasure I've yet to grab? I believe there's something right here, right? Maybe there isn't. Maybe I'm misremembering. Or maybe I'm just shitty when it comes to luck. Grab the warp staff. And maybe trade it. Nah, let's leave it to the next weapon prep. Or just rescue. And heal up Ines. I can probably start to deal with Walter. Now he still has a 2% crit. And I don't have any supports on Seth yet. So I'll probably need to deal with it. Which is acceptable, I guess. I do want a healer around just in case, though Walter probably one-shots. Yeah, he one-shots if he crits. The odds are pretty low, but definitely not zero. Oh, there we go. I believe I'm accidentally touching the internet cable. It's probably the problem. I still don't have the silver card, right? No. I do really need that. And I need to visit the shop as well. Let's not forget about that. Can y'all maybe give me the silver card already? Jeez. Stupid RNG. Okay, Dusel moves really slowly in the sand again. Now, I do kind of hope he can actually deal with Kalak. Otherwise, I'll probably need to move in Garrick, who has a lot more speed. Kalak doesn't double, right? Keep a healer around. And these guys can join up with the rest to look for more treasure, I guess. I do believe there's a few items I haven't gotten yet. Okay, there we go, a body ring. Who's getting the body ring? Probably Tana, actually, so she can... Yeah, but she does have a lot of speed to compensate for a low con. But she does get weighed down a lot still. I'll probably give the body ring to Tana. I believe that's a good decision to make. I still haven't gotten... Ah, there we go. We've gotten the silver card, I guess. In that case, I'm trading it to Cormac. And I'll visit the shop on the next turn, I guess. And let's see how well Dussel does. Of course, you can only move one tile in the sand, which kind of sucks. It really fucking sucks. Yeah, should be fine. It'll be great, it'll be great. Now I just received some concerning messages that some of my friends are joining in this stream. I'm currently sharing it around in the group's chat, so yeah, I'm expecting visitors shortly, which is great. Now I get performance anxiety. Nah, I function great on the high stakes, and oh, there's a killer bow. Knew there was something here. I do believe there's one more item right here, right? Which I'm not getting, so I'll need to move in calm. But there isn't. Am I stupid? Wait, now I'm gonna look it up. I'm like 9. Oh right, a body ring. I'm stupid. I am stupid. I am retarded, actually. I shouldn't use that word. My bad. Yeah, this is the performance anxiety I just talked about. Yeah. I can use that word, don't worry. Yeah. I believe I actually have everything. And now that I'm looking at it, I believe there's a silent staff here. Wait, I'm gonna quickly tell the group chat that I used a bad word. And now he's calling me stupid. Okay, back to the important business. I can bait out this, I guess. I'll maybe move Deathless in. Shit. And now he's saying Dosla died because of him. He's taking credit for an action that was all my own fault. Thank you very much. I control my own stupidity. Thank you very much. Yeah, we can do this now and see if my calculations worked out. Okay, my calculations sort of worked out, I guess. There's a 4% crit rate, which might screw me over pretty bad. And yeah, I'm a gambler once again. Let's gamble. Fuck. Okay, okay. We still have some more chances. We can still do this run deathless. Okay, that's one hit. Now I just need one more. Fuck, why does he have 50%? Screw it. There we go, there we go. Let's go, deathless run, deathless run. Actually, pro gamer moment. And of course he's at 99 experience. For some reason. Okay, okay, gamer moment, let's go. Odolma, there we go, let's go. Excalibur, that's getting loot, I guess, yeah. Okay, okay, skip, skip, skip. Okay, deathless run, let's go. Okay, next up is chapter 16. Which is where we can finally promote Ephraim. Because he's level 20 again. And we can enter the shop, I guess, which is useless. Yeah, that's completely useless. No, actually that's not useless because I'm stupid and I forgot to visit the shop previously. So let me just silver card this shop, I guess. Let's go. Now I kind of messed up because yeah, the silver card does still give me a good discount, but I still need to pay more because I'm in the world map. And so once again, I am stupid, but I did survive, so yeah. Yeah, let's buy a few ments. Oh yeah, protect green unit maps, let's go. I love green units, they're my favorite. Okay, I'll buy a barrier, because there's a shit ton of mages. A shit ton of dark mages, actually. Which, yeah, is going to be great. Let's also buy a Thunder Tome. And maybe an Hellfire for loot. Pure waters, nah. I don't need that stuff. As well as light tomes, which might be good on Natasha, I guess, I suppose. Let's get one shine tome. And maybe I'm being a bit conservative once again, but now I'll buy a restore staff because I don't want my units to get berserked. I'm kind of traumatized by the previous chapter. Yeah, we should be fine. Okay, for this stream I will be doing the final, or rather the next chapter. I wish it was the final chapter. Okay, let's go. Chapter 16. Okay, skip. Now we deal with Orson. And as I expected, there's a fuck ton of druids here. Who are all equipped with eclipses. Which, you know, is a shitty tome, but if it hits, I'm really fucked. As for these other shaman, that's fine, that's fine. Bunch of flux. There's a hero crest here. And these guys all have regular tomes, right? And I will probably need to deploy Calm to get the chests and hope he doesn't die. As well as the doors, I really want to open the doors. Now this map asks you to split up, which I believe is a pitfall. I believe it's a noob trap. So I'll probably move all of my units right and just juggernaut. Now alternatively, we have the warp staff. And we could use the warp staff. We could warp Ephraim all the way to Orson and I guess Ray can leave him and hope the other units. Yeah, that's probably stupid, and I kinda need to conserve my warp staff uses. So scratch that idea. That's stupid. We are protecting Mansell. We are protecting Mansell. I'm actually completely skipping that map and killing Reef on hopefully the first turn or maybe the second turn. Now I kinda want... Oh, let's first pick my units. Now, Fort is back on the menu. Because he's probably going to be more useful than Null. Who's kinda useless. Eirika, she is decent, I guess, but she's also a liability because if she dies, I'm fucked. That said, she is force deployed for the final chapter. So I do kind of want her to be decent. And Mur joins as well, and I kind of want to deploy Mur. Actually, Fort, screw you. Go on the bench. Now, I wish I didn't need to deploy Calm, because I'd rather deploy Saleh actually. Because Saleh is probably more useful. I could also bench La Rochelle, I guess. Let me think. Yeah, I could technically deploy Saleh, who is a pretty good unit. Yeah, he's actually a really good unit. And not deploy Calm. That does mean I need to rely on keys. Can we buy keys? I forgot. Can we buy keys? No, we can't. It's going to be a Frasier moment, maybe. Maybe I'm going to be in front of a locked door again. Yeah, we could just bench La Rochelle, I guess. But I do kind of want to use La Rochelle, actually. And she really isn't too terrible. Actually, I'm probably benching La Rochelle in favor of Saleh. Now we do have a hand axe, who I'll probably give to Tusol. And I'll probably sell this single-use hand axe for 3 gold. Let's go. And let's get a Ment staff on Saleh, as well as a barrier just in case. This should be alright. Okay, Swift Souls. Swift Souls. I'm probably giving him to Ephraim, just so Ephraim can seize quicker. It's a very boring answer, I guess, but yeah. I want to seize as soon as possible, so we're going to be LTCing this stuff, I guess. Yeah. Should be fine for Ephraim. The Feely Shield I'm giving to Tana because Tana is weak. Yeah, I know, I do really need to keep up my supports. You know, Grittich Stick, you are my support buddy. You always keep reminding me of the supports, just like last stream. So thank you. I appreciate it. But once again, I am bad at keeping up with supports, as you've noticed. Let's drop the silver card. I probably don't need it for this map. There's no shops, right? Right? There's no shops, right? Cheers, mate. The body ring. The body ring. I believe Tana's the best use for it. And I am pretty certain. So I'll probably just do this. Oh. Let's trade back. And give Loot the Elfire. Or she can also use Excalibur, but I'm probably saving that. And let's give the second Elfire to... Nah, let's keep it. I could give it to Saleh, but it's probably fine to keep it. Now the Metastone. I am probably sticking with my original plan and giving it to Myr. I just noticed the rest stat is completely bugged out, so that's great. And the Hoplon God, probably another very boring answer, but I may just give it to Ephraim, unless his luck is pretty high. Myr actually has pretty low luck, so I'll probably give Myr the Hoplon God, just so she doesn't get crit. And then Myr should be stacked out like this. Maybe give a reserve door key. Oof. Well, I just noticed my lockpick is almost run out, which I didn't notice. Well, that also sucks, because that means I hope there's some enemy thieves I can maybe steal it from. Maybe. Probably not. It probably means I'm not going to be open many chests again. So, Welp. That sucks. Yeah, too bad. I'm probably moving Myr up to deal with the soldiers and such. Open this door. I just said I didn't want to split up, but I'm changing the plan. Pray I don't change it any further. Yeah, this should be fine. It's very cramped anyway. Okay, here we go. Truth, Despair, and Hope. And maybe I should have... there's nothing big in the chest. That's fine. Maybe I should have given Seth a second lance, but it's fine. You know, I remember a lot about vanilla FE8 in general. But chest inventories generally aren't one of those. Now, Calm is probably also more useful on this side. I'll give some experience to Myr. Now, I kinda wish she one-shot, because every use of the Dragonstone I don't kill is kind of a use wasted. Oh well. Now I wish she would have crit the previous soldier. I could also save Mer to deal with the Gorgon Axe, which give a guaranteed 1 level. Okay, okay. Almost a perfect level for Mer. Let's attack with Cormac, and of course he misses twice. Stupid. Okay, then we now have to kill with Seth, I guess. Bit of a waste, but it's alright. And move Tana up. Move Dusel. Ephraim. And I think it's too early to barrier. Let's dance for loot. And heal right here. Okay, nice, up to full. And Mer can get 1 more kill here. Sorry, I was a bit distracted back there. Okay, Tana still has quite a bit of rest, so she should be absolutely fine. And Ephraim can probably javelin right here. This really is corner simulator. I'm glad we have Deathless, who just got another defense level up. 8 defense on Deathless. Absolute unit. Now I wish I had some javelins, so these guys didn't just dink on me and I could actually retaliate. And of course there's a bunch of reinforcements. Like I said, I didn't look into it prior because I think that's boring. Okay, more level up time. Let's go. Okay, 2 defense. 2 defense. And there's 1 more door key, which, yeah, I'll take it. There's 2 doors here, right? Yeah. Now, who will deal with all of the reinforcements? I believe Tana has the horse slayer right here. That kinda sucks. Yeah, very epic level up. Actually, I'll probably barrier up Ephraim. Okay, Sally, level up time. Magic, okay, at least it's a good stat. Okay, now they deal 0 damage and I one-shot. Now these fighters are a little dangerous, I guess. So I'll probably move in Cormac. Now these monks are completely useless. Actual fodder. Complete fodder. As for the Cavaliers here, of course they have javelins. Of course they do. As well as a great knight with a stealable red gem. You're right, Graded Stick, you absolute genius. I can move them next to each other. Next turn, I guess. They also have a support, right? Or did I? Yeah, they do have a sea support. And Seth up. Okay, okay, barely doesn't one round. Okay, those caps are going for Mur. Okay, let's move Mur first. Oof, I didn't notice she was that low. I guess her res isn't as good as her defense. Or actually, no, it is. I guess I'm just blind. I need to elixir though. Yeah, of course, B support would have ensured the KO. If only we had the B support. You know, just for you, I'll move them next to each other. Alright, it was Luna, of course. That's why it dealt so much damage. Just ignored my res, of course. Now these dark mages, they have flux. I could move in someone who's barriered. Maybe hand axe Garrick. That sounds like a wonderful idea. But he can't reach, right? Nope. And I also still need to move someone back to deal with the reinforcements. And it's probably going to be Dusel. Equipped with a hand axe, I guess. And of course, Deathless is in range. And I can barrier up Seth. Maybe. No, that's useless. What I'm actually going to do is barrier up Loot. So she actually becomes unhittable by these magic units. Unless they use Luna, of course. And move in Garrick. Move in Seth. Okay, Dusel easily deals with him. Level up time, let's go. Okay, okay, speed and defense. Let's go, Dusel. Oh fuck, of course the Luna hits again. I forgot, does Mer like have really bad dodge rates? I can't see with animations off. Okay, there's a thief. Who I kinda want to intercept, but at the other hand, do these guys deal 0 damage? Yeah. I kinda want to intercept the thief. Which I probably will be able to, actually. But in the meantime, I need to elixir again. That Luna is actually much more dangerous than I had hoped. Let's move in Ephraim. And move in loot. Fortunately, weapon triangle is a bitch here. Okay. And this should be fine. Let's kill one of the javelin guys. And slowly start to move Calm in as well. I'll probably dance for Natasha. And heal up Cormac to full. And there we go, enemy face. Yeah, we did get the C support, you're right. Between Seth and Cormac. Now, unfortunately, Duzel doesn't one round here. Do we get the chance to steal the lockpick? Probably not. Because this guy's probably moving to the left to open that chest instead of up to open these chests. Probably. Most likely. In which case I can't really stop him. Unless he moves in to steal one of my vulneraries or something. Yeah, Seth probably doesn't need to use the Reagan Leaf here. I do need someone to deal with this warrior. He only has a steel axe though. Probably Garrick. Garrick and Seth, I guess. But if I block off the thief, he'll definitely go left. I could kill the thief, in which case I don't get to steal from him. Yeah, but that's probably better than all of my units. Yeah, he'll move anyway, probably. Yeah, I'll probably need to kill him regardless. And let's move in Tana. These guys all have Eclipse, right? Eclipse and Nosferatu. It doesn't really matter if I bury them. Yeah, Calm only has 4 more uses, so that's barely enough. There's 4 chests, and I believe there's a chest key somewhere around here. Oh shit, there's a Berserk Staff. Why didn't he use it yet? That's suspicious. Okay, there's a chest key on the Luna Mage. Okay, that's very suspicious. And I don't like that. Okay, more level up time. Okay, perfect level and 2 defense. Great. Yeah, I don't really regret giving the Metastone to her yet. Yeah, Merceress is pretty good. Yeah, but it doesn't really help against the Luna, of course, because it ignores my res. It happens. I can probably hack away at those guys. There we go. And move up Tethys. I don't need to barrier. There we go. Now it's just a Great Knight. Okay, Garrick is performing fine here. Okay, Seth doesn't double somehow. Okay, he does double that guy. And I believe Seth is getting 1 more level now. Okay, level 15. Okay, more defense, more speed. Now we should double that guy. Okay, the Sword Masters are moving in too. There's Eclipse. Oof, that hit. And those other Druids are moving in too. Oof, oof, oof. Well, I guess Dussel's surrounded now. I have steel swords, okay. That's fine. I wish I had lands on him, but I do want to deal with the Valkyrie. And I just barely don't one-shot. Actually, I'm probably retreating with Dussel. Let's just Iron Axe and Vulnerary. Yeah, that Valkyrie is pretty dangerous. I'll probably need to heal up loot. Let's see, she still has some bonus. The person who's going to be dealing with these guys probably also need to be barriered. And I honestly think Ephraim's the best unit to use here. On the other hand, I don't want to put him in any danger. Yeah, I could use Seth, of course. But that means leaving this area unguarded. Let's check the Sword Masters. Yeah, 18 speed. And they have steel swords, which means they are way down by 1. As well as these Nosferatu druids. Actually, I'm probably moving back with my whole party so I can deal with them at once. And let's kill this guy with Garrick. Yeah, 17 AS, yeah. Okay. There's a hero crest. Maybe if we somehow want to use Joshua again, we can use it, I guess, maybe. And these mercs are actually really fast. Like, really fast. Can probably try to get a kill for Natasha. Yes, she can, of course. Now I do really want to heal up Seth for the next turn. Let's just vulnerary. Yeah, we can use the egg map. If we want to use them, of course. Because the eggs get, they give 100 EXP. Alternatively, we could give the eggs to Mer. If she has enough uses, of course. Remember to build supports. Yes, you're right. Now, can you believe we still haven't lost a single unit on this stream? Actually unbelievable, and now I'm probably going to be jinxing it. Oh, 50 per egg. Right. Still, that's really good. Okay, Eclipse misses. There's one more Eclipse. Yeah, we can oh, fuck. Well, I jinxed it. I fucking jinxed it. Ah, that was a very unlucky hit. I believe that's Perch, right? Or what was it? Oh, fuck me. So much for no deaths. Let me quickly go and grab the death counter. I wish I didn't have to edit it, but that's unfortunately how it goes sometimes. I have way too many tabs open as well. Yeah, my regular death counter is kind of full now. So I'll probably need to adjust it. Unfortunately. Well, there goes my dancer. That's pretty terrible. And updated the death counter. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, I believe those are Perch Sages, if I remember correctly. And that's a status staff, and it misses, luckily. Yeah, it's Perch, I remembered correctly. And they have pretty bad range too. Yeah. The hit rates aren't too high, but if they hit hard. Now I have generated a choke point right here. And unfortunately I can't dance this time, so... Yeah, these druids still deal a lot of damage. I could bang on a crit, I guess. Okay, nice. Good job, Seth. I'll probably try to take out the Swordmaster at 2 range. If I can. Maybe short spear. Very low hit rates as well. And I'll probably need to hold the choke point. Actually, I'll need to barrier. Yeah, this sucks. I kinda want to use Garrick, but its res isn't too high either. But his defense is decent. Ephraim's actually my best unit to hold his choke point. And if I could advance, I could both barrier and attack the Swordmaster. Unfortunately, things didn't turn out this way. And I can't heal Ephraim either. And I don't one-shot the Swordmaster as well. And hand axes will probably miss. Well, Tana can probably 2-range tank. Ah, shit. Well, these Swordmasters are actually pretty painful. Yeah, Cormac is definitely not facing these druids. Yeah, let's rake and leave with Ephraim, I guess. Okay, nice dodge. And I'll barrier him up. Now, if for some reason Perch hits Ephraim, he has 15 res now. And somehow all of these guys target Ephraim for some reason. And I'm fucked. And the run is over. It's probably not going to happen realistically, but I do need to be a bit careful. Speaking of not being careful, I'll probably just kill this knight with Cormac, I guess. Yeah, let's just waste some javelin uses. Now, I do have, of course, the sea support with Tana, which can help Ephraim. And Dusel is still getting attacked by the Valkyrie here. So I do need... Oh, I maybe could have equipped a Sword Slayer, which could have helped against the Rangers, but... It's fine, it's fine. We'll be fine. Okay, Mer level. Mer level. Okay, okay, fine, fine. Okay, okay. The Swordmaster is dead. There's the Knight. Okay, okay. If Killing Edge breaks. We're on the Iron Lands now, I believe. Okay, Ephraim easily tanks. Okay, okay. Now the Valkyrie is blocked off, I believe. Oof, that's Perch. Oh, not Perch, that's Eclipse. Okay, okay, the Druid misses. And the other one goes for Seth, who easily tanks with the barrier. And there's Perch. They're trying to gang up on Saleh now. Okay, there's another Status Staff. Miss, good. I didn't check, is that Silence? Oh no, it's Sleep. It's not too terrible, and I can restore, I guess. But I prefer it not being there. I'll probably just need the Sword Slayer. Yeah, it does mean these guys deal 0 damage, which is great. I could maybe use this turn to attack the Valkyrie. Oh, he has a 6% crit rate too. That fucking sucks. I could move in Tana to protect here. They don't have bows, right? Not that it really matters. She has the Philly shield. But I do also need Tana for the support bonus. Let's take out this knight. And take out the first druid. It's Luna. maybe I'll take out the Flux guy first. Unless Ephraim can one-shot. No, Ephraim doesn't do as well either. Let's have Tana deal with this guy, the Luna. Okay, perfect. Building supports. As one is meant to do. Speaking of meant. Okay. The Flux guy now. I also kinda want to heal Seth with whoever isn't in use. Yeah, I'll probably just do this. That's fine, perfect. Now, the Purge guy can probably also go for Dusel. Which would actually suck. Because the Valkyrie and the Purge guy going for Dusel both would probably leave me quite low. So he does have 10 res, which really isn't too terrible. I can probably deal with the Luna guy now. And open the door, right? Yeah, I can. Maybe I can bait him out as well. With a Javelin. As for Dusel, I'm probably moving him back equipped with a Sword Slayer and pop a Vulnerary just to get him to full. And then heal up Seth. And barrier up Dusel. It's probably the best thing I can do here. Now we're doing well. We're doing well, guys. Okay, perfect. Sword Slayer time. Sword Slayer. Let's go. Yeah, Rip Tethys. Rip Tethys. It happened right as I said this was a Deathless stream. And I'm a pro gamer. Okay, the Eclipse guys are also going for Myr now. Okay, that's Purge. Oof, that deals quite a bit of damage. Okay, now the Valkyrie deals very little to Dusel. Okay, that's Berserk. That's Berserk. Okay, good thing that missed, because that wouldn't be good. Okay, that's Sleep. Miss, good. I believe he's out of sleep uses now. Let's see, 2 more Purges and out of sleep. And I really need to deal with this Berserk guy. I really need to deal with him. So let's open the door. And I guess Short Spear. Nah, that's too risky. Way too risky. I'll need to kill a Lance. Myr can probably deal with this right here. Okay, perfect. Crit, nice. Conserving weapon uses. I also need to be very wary of the Luna guy. Okay, great level. Wish he had speed, but it's okay. There's one more door key. Well, this side should be fine now. I do kind of want to deal with the Purge guy as soon as possible. Though I suppose I could hold out just a little longer. Okay, Natasha level up. Let's see, okay, 13 speed, that's good. I also need someone to deal with these guys. They aren't too dangerous. And I could get Natasha to tank him, I guess. But I also need to be wary of the sages. Yeah, if Mer had 1-2 range, she'd be absolutely broken. She's already a very good unit, who's only restricted by limited usage. Now, I wish I could actually kill... Yeah, Mer's great. And I can probably Sword Slayer right here. I do need to move Ephraim back up as soon as possible as well. And hope the Perch guy doesn't go for him. I'll probably try to tank with loot. Maybe just to bait them out a little bit. And the rest of these guys are probably kind of useless right here. Yeah, let's move Tana towards Ephraim, I guess, just to get some support. Okay, 0 damage. These light magic users are actually really weak. Okay, Luna misses, luckily. Okay, Eclipse. Eclipse 2. And Eclipse 3. Ooh. That's good, that's good. Okay, that's Perch. Oof, oof, oof. I believe there's one more Perch use, right? Yeah, one more. And I do believe all of my units can survive. We're not using you in a null. We're not. Never. I'd rather use Fort. And that's... Oh my god. These sages are really, really strong. I could move in Seth to deal with him, but he'll also need to deal with the druids. I guess I can probably just bait him out. Maybe barrier up loot. Yeah, I can barrier. Okay, that's S rank in staves, which is pretty useless, I believe. We can use the Latona staff. Okay. This is looking a little better. No, that's too weak. Let's Thunder double. Yeah, Thunder's looking a little better now. I am a bit concerned about the Dark Mages though. Let's move like this. We don't have supports, right? Yeah, Latona's alright. I believe it's like a global heal, like Fortify staff that heals everyone, right? Yeah, if things really get out of hand, we may promote Null. So I believe we do have Guiding Ring left. Though I prefer giving that to La Rochelle if we can. Okay, a Tomahawk. That's going to be very, very useful. And let's end the Killer Lance. And a chest key, which is single use, of course. Yeah, full heal plus status. Okay, okay. As for the rest of these guys, Yeah, let's leave him be, I guess. Okay, let's go loot. Let's purge. And that's the final purge use. Yeah, rip killer lands, put killer lands on the death counter. Now I kinda need to move in calm towards those chests. Do we have a door key, right? Yeah, we have a door key. And we'll have Cormac deal with the monk. Do these guys still have... No. They don't have Eclipse, this one does, and this one has a lot of uses left. It's really not too dangerous. Let's see how we're going to be dealing with the sages. Yeah, we can probably just kill with Garrick right here. Perfect. Maybe move in Sephi right here. Yeah, we can get more killer weapons indeed. Yeah, should be fine to attack right here. Yeah, those sages are pretty tough. They're all barriered up still, so... Oh no, Garrick isn't. Okay, okay. That's quite a dangerous Nosferatu. Now what I'm probably going to do is move in Natasha. Who of course has a weapon triangle advantage. Barrier up Garrick. And I also kinda need to heal up Tana. Let's get some supports in the meantime. And maybe move in Dussel. Slowly. Okay, there's Eclipse again. There's one more Eclipse. Okay, I believe these guys don't move. And if they do, and so be it. Now if this guy heals, he probably won't die. Now these guys do have physic, as well as a droppable physic. Yeah, skydiving Rayquaza, right. Oh my god. Okay, okay, let's go Dussel. Let's go Dussel. You know, I was expecting people to be called like LARPing Kyoko or something like that. But yeah, we have Skating Groudon now, and we have Skydiving Rayquaza. Okay, this guy sucks, but I can't one round. And of course I deal 0 damage. Actually, res sponges. This guy still has Eclipse equipped, so he's easily dealt with. Okay, yeah, that Luna is pretty dangerous. But if he doesn't move, there's like no threat, because he's like the only enemy left. Yeah, let's just do this. Nice dodge. And... okay, what's more likely? Yeah, probably this. Yes, let's go. There's a loot level up. At least these druids give a lot of experience. Okay, magic speed. Could maybe set up a rescue chain with calm. Okay, so we can still build up supports even if we've capped it. That's great to know. Let's get some staff EXP for Saleh. Move up Ephraim. Now I probably want this droppable physic to be unused. Nice crit. And there's our first physic staff. That's going to be quite useful. See if Natasha can do something. No, she can't. Okay, and of course Awesome is also pretty tough. We do have the Horse Slayer on Tana, who can... she doesn't really have a high hit rate. The Rune Sword counts as dark magic at close range, so that's unfortunate. What goofy sports would Ladios and Ladias do? Let me think. Like they soar, right? Like parachuting, something like that. Or is that a bit too stupid? Maybe too similar to skydiving. Okay, there's one more thief. Now, if we can block off this guy, we can probably steal. Okay, let me do something goofy right here. Now, he can probably... let's hope he doesn't kill. I don't think he has the attack AI. But he'll probably try to steal my stuff. And I'll just steal the stuff back. Right. That's how it works. Okay, he doesn't do anything. And I can't steal because Calm is too slow. 10 speed for... Of course, Calm is too slow. Now, yeah, that's useless as well. I'll feed him to murder him. Just block him off, I guess. What I can do is let him take one chest. Just so I don't have to waste as many uses. Yeah, level 2 Calm. He's not a combat unit, guys. He's not a combat unit. Okay. I'll let the thief open one chest, so I have to use one less lock dodge, or lockpick use. Yeah, I'm not letting Calm bully the clerics. I'll feed the clerics to Mer. Okay, Ephraim completely destroys Orson, but he's capped, so that's a bit of a waste, I guess. Probably just build some supports right here. I believe Cormac and Seth also have supports grinding up. Yeah, let's do this. There's a Knight's Crest. And move in Saleh to kill the thief next turn. Garrick as well, so he doesn't escape. Don't let it a single one escape. Fuck. Of course, it's fucking gold. That's useless. I can't steal that. God damn it. Of course, he has to open the goddamn gold chest. You know, you take a small gamble. Of course, it goes completely wrong. You know, it's only 5,000 gold. Fine. It's only 5,000 gold. But what if it wasn't? What if it was like 20k? And this stupid thief would have stolen it from me. You know, sometimes you take a gamble and it doesn't work out. Sometimes. That's my life lesson for today. Think about it, guys. Think about it. Okay. That's a talisman. We can steal this. We can steal the goddamn talisman. Alright, it's droppable, right? Yeah. Was really worried there. Now let's hope we can actually kill him. Okay, think. Now, guys, we could do something very cheeky and try to get Calm to kill him. To get some juicy Calm experience. I'm gonna do it. We could also grind some Dusel and Ephraim support. And let's kill... Okay, this is also kind of funny. We could also try to kill Orson with Myrrh, but it's a bit of a waste of Dragonstone uses. No, this guy doesn't steal. I just tried to have him steal. No, I won't lose stuff, right? Or will we? Okay, no. I'm not gonna risk it. Fine, fine. I wanted to do something funny, but unfortunately, doing something funny is not always rewarded in this business. You can't have shit in Renee. Okay, let's spam some end turns. Hockey goalie Regis, right. This is gonna look really good on my final tactics rank. If only FE8 had a ranking system. Okay, support time, let's go, let's go. And we have a Dusel support. Do we want to Dusel support with Ephraim? Yeah, probably, they're both mounted, that's good. Okay, I will try to go for the A support with Tana. But this is actually good, this is actually good. It's great even, great. Yeah, we can do Garrick and Saleh. Tethys is dead, so there's no use in giving him anyone else. Okay, the Japanese version has an unused ranking system, apparently. I didn't know that. I don't really bother hacking the Japanese version, of course, so I didn't know that. I do know the Japanese version of FE8 has all of the FE7 spells in the code, which international version doesn't have. So stuff like Loose, I believe Aureola's in the Forblaze maybe. Ereshkigal, like the Nurgle Tome. So that's cool. I kind of wish those were in international FE8 so we could actually use those animations. We do have some really good community made recreations. Okay, well, Colm was actually kind of useless. He stole like 2 items, and I do believe I have a chest key left, so yeah. And he failed to get the 5,000 gold. Okay, let's do some end turn spams. Does loot have any supports? I don't know. Like, once again, I don't really pay attention to supports normally. Dussel and Cormac. Yeah, you're right. They're both Grado members or soldiers. Yeah, let's do this giant support chain. A Regirock climber, of course. Okay, let's spam some end turns. See if we have anything. That's a B support with Tana. And let's see. Okay, there's a support between Saleh and Garrick. Okay, that's good. That's great. Probably do some more end turns. Yeah, we could do Natasha and Cormac as well. It's Cormac, right? Yeah. This is P gameplay. P gameplay. I also still need to kill the priest. Let's beat him up with Colm, actually. Let's completely beat him up. If only we had Tethys. I miss her. Okay, and there's the Cormac and Dussel support. Okay, do we want to get peak fiction? Do we want Seth to battle against Orson? He isn't doing too great, but not too bad either. What we can do is give the Horse Slayer to Seth. We'll see what he can do. I don't know why I do this. It's not like I'm going to be using Colm in combat, and he's level 2. Okay, okay, we have Cormac and Tana. Do we have support spots left? Yeah, I guess we do. Yeah, Cormac's getting passed around like a blunt. I believe these guys can't get a support this chapter. I can't really do any more supports with Ephraim, sadly, because I do want to get that A support. Yeah, I can let Colm raid Rouston, and I will probably deploy him because it's a Fog of War map. But I really want to warp skip that map, to be honest, because the map sucks if you don't. You could hole up in like the leftmost chamber, I guess, and that's really boring. I kinda just want to kill Reef, or at least try. It could go horribly wrong, I guess, but yeah. Colm could be deployed on the egg map, but like once again, I don't really care about his combat performance. I mostly use him at, he only has one more use of the lockpick, by the way, so he's pretty useless actually. Do we have enough? Warp is A, right? It's A. Natasha has only 9 magic, which isn't that high. Well, that's a very good concern you just raised. Alright, he promotes to rogue. You know, that's really brilliant, actually. We could definitely do that. Yeah, but we do need to get him to level 10 before that. You're completely correct. And maybe we'll find a way to cheese him to level 10 and give him the ocean seal I didn't sell yet. Yeah, we could do that, I guess. Okay. I'm probably gonna be dealing with Orson next. Wait, that's Dragon Spear, I forgot. Yeah. I guess we can do this. Probably means Seth will kill, most likely, on the next turn. Or maybe if he crits. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, he has a 20 use silver lance. We're not doing that. We're not. Unless. Nah. Unless. Man, you're really tempting me. Now I need someone who has some decent defense, I guess. Yeah, if Seth crits, he basically almost kills. Okay. Okay, we're really gaming now. Okay, peak conversation time. I'm not voice acting this, by the way. Oh fuck, he crit. Okay. Now of course this guy heals up Orson. So good thing we didn't kill him yet. Okay, we'll leave this guy alive just a little longer so Orson lives, I guess. Okay, what I am going to be doing... How well does Natasha perform? Okay, he has the silver lance, so I can't see. Okay, what I'm going to be doing is something very cheeky. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna do this. Okay, this is gonna take a while. This is oh fuck. Well, now he's going to silver lance, I guess. I didn't mean to do that. Now, we could also use this opportunity to heal, to get Lute's staff rank up, I guess. You know, now we're really gaming. Okay. Let's go. This is peak gameplay, guys. Now we could do Natasha support, I guess. But that means I'm not placing her next to Cormac. It's fine, no? Oh, fuck! I was oof. I don't think I paid attention. Fuck. Well, fuck me. And now I'm really fucked. At least I emptied this inventory. At least I emptied this goddamn inventory. But now I just lost my best combat unit. Just to do some stupid column grinding. And my death count is full as well. Well, guys, at least people don't have to complain about me using Ceph now. You can look at it from the bright side. Now at least it's not a tainted run anymore. You know, this really wasn't a hard map. Okay, that's the updated death counter. This really wasn't a hard map. It was just stupid stuff. At least he retreats, he doesn't die. Hey. Fuck me. And there's still a lot of rune sword uses. Ah, fuck me. Welp, that sucks. Okay. Okay. Nah, the death count is fine this way because, you know, this will be the final death. Okay, you know, I should have just used Myrrh from the start. Because she takes 0 damage and get doubled, so I do this a lot quicker. It doesn't use weapon uses, right? No. Yeah, we're not using fort. Okay, and guys, this is also a great way to get Myrrh's levels up without using the Dragonstone. So this is actually very, very smart. It takes a very large brain to think of these strategies. And that's the rune sword, okay. Now, this is not as fortunable, unfortunately. I need someone who can tank the Silver Lance. And it's probably going to be Dusel. Yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is not make the same mistake I made with Ceph. I'm going to pay attention. Yeah, I unloaded him. I'm going to pay attention. And check how much damage he takes. Okay, that's one hit. Okay, that's 2 hits. Now I can move in loot. Oh man. If Austin keeps missing, I waste turns as well. Maybe place Cormac here as well. Okay, I can support. And let's get some heals in with loot. I can probably also kill this guy. Okay, let's go calm level up. Okay, calm gaming. Of course he retreats. That means more EXP for us. Ah, shit, I missed. Yes, strength on Calm. You know, Calm is going to be our best combat unit. As a rogue, of course. Okay, 15 uses left. Okay, let's go. Okay, he missed. You know, this time I would really like Austin to actually hit. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, that's weapon level B. Oh no, C. It's just C. Man. At least I can maybe spam torch or barrier. Is there a fog of war map before Rouston? Let me think. I forgot. No, that's the River of Regrets, I believe, the Leon map. Yeah, I forgot. No, there's none. There's the Egg map, there's the River map, and then there's Rouston Castle. Then there's Darkling Woods, and then there's the final 2-part chapter. Okay, let's see. 8 more uses. Now, I do really like how this guy keeps vulnerary, so I can actually chip more experience. Okay, loot level up, magic and speed. Six more. And that's our final hit on the priest. Let's see, calm level up. Okay, strength res. Would have preferred some speed, but it's okay. Watch me train up Colm and he just fucking dies in the Fog of War. Alternatively, he becomes my best unit. Okay, 2 more uses. Let's go. Let's game. 1 more. And that should be... oh no, 1 more. And that should be it, right? Yes, that's it. Okay. Now this party can really get started. Oof. Tink. Okay, okay. So he deals 1 damage. That's actually pretty bad. That's actually pretty bad because, you know, that means he gets like 1 experience. Do we have any fun swords he can use? Some Bato maybe? Question mark. Okay, I'll probably quickly give Dussel his weapons back before I forget in the next map. Let's give him a hand axe, sword slayer. Could also give him Gorm, though I don't really need it yet. Let's give him iron axe and a hammer. Okay, let's see. And he can't use Zambado. Yeah, he does get weapon rank. And the Zambado... he has E rank. Jesus Christ. He has D. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. And we're almost there. I do believe the Zambado is like double effectiveness in the international version. So I'm not sure if that evil will work. Okay, 1 more hit and we can finally try. Yeah, unfortunately the Devil Soul doesn't exist in GBA FE. But if this was new mystery, then yeah, definitely. Okay, a moment of truth. Okay, 6 damage with a 32% hit rate. And okay, it does get a lot of experience. That's 15 uses. So maybe if we get enough strength because of all of these 15 uses. Okay, strength, speed, defense. Okay, good, calm gaming. Okay, he keeps missing probably. Now, if only he could actually hit. If only we had a support partner, maybe. He just keeps missing. Okay. Now he can sort of hit. He is almost at level 6 already, though. Yeah, he only needs to get to level 10. And of course, he does get a ton of experience. If he actually hits. Okay, that was a good level up. I sort of missed it, but that was a good level up. Okay, okay. We can also get some staff level. And loot is almost at B rank now. So we may just be able to get to A rank. Are there any more units that need healing, by the way? No. Oh, actually I can heal up Mer. Let me quickly grab something from the convoy. I also still have a talisman I can use. Yeah, I agree. This wasn't my idea, guys. This wasn't my idea. Chat made me do it. Chat made me do it. It's not my fault, guys. And if this didn't happen, I wouldn't have lost Seth. So I'm essentially trading a really good Seth for a mediocre Colm. So I am still getting punished. Don't worry. Yeah, this feels like Gaiden. An actual spiritual successor. Okay, level C now. We could maybe use some better weapons. Okay, okay. Almost level 7 now. Okay, that's level 7. Okay, and of course we only get HP. Piece of shit unit. And we can definitely use steel swords, but let's use up the Zambado. It's probably not going to be that useful anyway. Okay, at least he's hitting. Okay, let's get some mends in with... let's use up the heal first. Okay. Okay, okay, that's level 8, and that was a better level up. Still a very low hit rate. If only we got some skill. Maybe some speed would be nice. Some crumbs. Can still get some staff experience. Okay, almost level up now. We're almost there. We're almost there. I've never used Colm, by the way. So this is going to be an absolutely wonderful and life-changing experience. Okay, let's go, level 9. Okay, okay, speed, luck, strength. That's one more hit per chance. Oh my days. Come on, one more use. Let's go, let's go. Zambada broken. Okay. Now, I do kind of need to use some better weapons, probably. Yeah. Let's see, what do we have here? We could silver blade, I guess. It's going to be a very low hit rate though. Let's try steel sword, and if it doesn't work, steel blade, I guess. See, 16% for 2 damage. Yeah, but if it hits, at least we'll get more experience. Yeah, let's gamble on a 16%. Okay, weapon level up. That's B. I can use silver swords now, I guess. Which I may actually... Oh no, I can't use silver swords. Why is silver sword A rank? Okay, okay. Either 8 more turns or 1 hit. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna keep missing. Okay, here we go, level 10. Let's go. Okay, okay, speed and luck. Let's go. And let's quickly heal. Okay, let's promote him. Let's promote him. I don't need the lockpick now. And let's use the ocean seal. And promote him to rogue. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's go. Calm gaming. Lock touch time. Okay. This is what peak performance looks like. This is what I traded Seth for. Perfect. Yeah. And now maybe we'll just kill with Mur, maybe. Yeah, no speed on promotion, so he still sucks. He didn't actually use up any swords, because every miss of him didn't actually waste any weapon uses. So I only really used up the Zambado and like a little bit of steel blade. Oh no, I believe the steel blade didn't even hit once, so only the Zambado really. Now I think using the Dragonstone is a bit of a waste here. Maybe Natasha? Nah, that sucks. Who really needs... Yeah, we lost the whole Zambado. We really wanted to use that. Actually, I've a great idea. I'm gonna use Garrick to train up his sword rank. Because we've gone this far. We might as well go all the way. Yeah, we lost Seth. That's maybe a bit more important than losing the Zambado, I guess. Let's go, let's go. Garrick Gaming. Okay, defense on Garrick. Very mediocre. But we do get a chance to heal with loot some more. So we can maybe use the warp staff sometime. Okay, missing. I believe missing does give weapon EXP, so that's fine. Actually, Let me get a better weapon. Now, which one of this gives the most weapon EXP? I really don't know, but I bet Steel Sword still gives more. Okay, almost A rank. This is just to get a Dolma. I need to get a Dolma. Actually. Guys, it's Steel Blade time. I believe the Steel Blade gives like a shit ton of experience, weapon experience. Now, I do want Axe EXP on Garrick, you're right. But I also want to get a Dolma user. And I don't have one right now. And I just remembered I don't have a Dofnia either. Which is going to be either Tana or Cormac, I guess. Because Seth died. And he was supposed to be my Dolma or Vidofnia user. Let's go. Yeah, both of them. We could give Garrett Gorm, sure. But that takes a really asinine time to grind up. And I already have Dusel for my Gorm user. Yeah, Dusel's gonna get Gorm. If he survives, of course. But my Dusel is pretty good. We're not using Amelia. Okay. Ines gets Nidhogg if he actually gets used, which I'm currently not planning. Maybe if I have a lot of spare slots I'll use Ines. He's not a bad unit per se, there's just a lot better units I prefer to use. Okay, that's A rank. I just want to get to S rank before, like, Darkling Woods or something like that. I've given the blade to Garrick. Yeah, we will be getting quite a few deployment slots, you're right. But, you know, maybe we'll want to use, I don't know, La Rochelle. She wasn't getting too bad, so... And I still have a guiding ring left. Okay, let's see how far we are. About halfway. Okay, level up time. Okay, speed and defense. He is getting quite bulky, so that's good. So that means he'll survive. As long as he doesn't face too many mages. You can also heal him again. Lute's almost at B rank too. Can probably reach A rank if I just keep using her. Now, I don't really want to avoid using Mulder. He's pretty good. He's really good, actually. But I have like 3 infantry staff users already. I don't really need a 4th one when I can get a mounted one, you know. And I know he's better because as a sage he has combat abilities with Slayer, but still I'm not really using him for combat anyway, and I kinda need some mounted utility. In another life, maybe I would have traded Natasha for Mulder. Who knows? They're about the same. No, because if I had put Natasha on a horse, I wouldn't have had Slayer, and maybe Slayer will actually become useful. Like, I do want at least one Slayer user. It's going to be either Natasha or Mulder. So, might as well be Natasha then. Okay, we're almost at S rank. There we go, S rank. Let's go, Adolma time. Okay. Now that we've been digging around for almost 300 turns. And I've been streaming for 3 hours and it's almost 12:30 at night. And yeah, luckily I don't have much business tomorrow morning. Yeah. Who's gonna get the kill? Ephraim could get the kill, but it's a waste because he's capped. I guess Tana. I guess Tana gets it. Cormac and Ephraim can get in range. Let's get the Horde Slayer. I am kinda glad I emptied Seth's inventory before he keeled over and died. Okay. Yeah, I know support is 3 tiles. I want to build it up a little more though. I'll probably already reach the next rank by the first turn of the next map, but it's fine. Yeah, he doesn't necessarily need to be adjacent, I know. Okay, let's go Tana level up. Alright. Strength and speed. Let's go Tana. And she's almost A rank as well. Okay, unfortunate miss. Another unfortunate miss. But that's A rank. Nice crit. And that's awesome. There we go. Finally. And another level for Tana. Okay. Skill, speed, and luck. And finally, for the love of God, we can cease. And yeah, we can promote. Yeah, I want both of them to promote right away. Okay, here we are. Great Lord Ephraim. actually massive stats. And let's promote Eirika as well. Less massive stats, still pretty good resistance actually. Yeah, and skip. There we get Siegmund and Siegland. There we go. And that's that. That's up to chapter 17 now. Alright, now that was a long stream, and I'm actually severely tired, and I need to process that we lost Seth still, and we lost Tethys, 2 actual S tier units. But at least Ephraim's promoted now, and don't forget, we have a promoted Colm now, as well as S rank on Garrick. So yeah, worth ? Question mark, maybe, who knows? We'll see next time. So guys, once again, because I need to keep telling you guys, because otherwise you don't do it. Like the stream, like the video, maybe leave a comment, do whatever, maybe hype if you're on mobile, because these streams don't get seen a lot, and I would prefer to see more people witness me suffer, you know, witness my pain, my facing of my inner demons, you know, and gradually lose my sanity the longer I stream. You know, I always start off so quiet and reserved, and then the more it goes on, the more I lose my temper and I start cussing and I start dropping words I should not be dropping. So it's fun, you know. So yeah, that was the stream. Like, comment, hype, and then we'll see you guys next time. Alright, thank you again, see you around, cheers.